There's a moment, just one sentence, and when you say it, something changes in his eyes. He may not show it right away, he might even laugh it off or pretend not to notice. But inside, something wakes up. A deep, warm ache, like he just tasted something he didn't know he was starving for. He'll carry that sentence with him, replay it when he's alone, whisper it to himself before he sleeps, and long for you, with a hunger he can't explain. Because when a woman knows what to say, not to impress, not to manipulate, but to truly speak to a man's hidden heart, he'll never stop thinking about her. And that's exactly what we're going to explore today. Hey beautiful soul, welcome back to Desire Switch. Here we don't chase, we attract from the heart. We learn how to speak to the parts of a man that even he doesn't understand, and in return, we become unforgettable. Today's video is about a specific phrase, a sentence really, but behind it is something deeper. A way of speaking to him that leaves a mark, not on his ego, but on his soul. So let's go deep because this isn't about tricks, it's about the truth. Have you ever had a man say something so simple, but it echoed in your heart for weeks? Maybe it was the way he said your name, or a compliment that felt different, like it saw you. Now flip that around. Men aren't taught to talk about their emotions, but they feel just as deeply as we do. They just hide it behind jokes or silence. But when you say something that touches that hidden place, he can't shake it. It becomes a loop in his mind. Not because it's clever, but because it felt true. The sentence we'll talk about today taps into that. And once you understand why it works, you'll start noticing how easily he begins to linger in your energy. So, what makes someone stay in your mind? Is it beauty, charm, constant texting? Not really. Psychology says we remember the things that emotionally disrupt us, things that make us feel something unexpected, or make us question something we thought we knew. This applies in relationships too. A man doesn't think about you constantly because you were always available. He thinks about you because something about you challenged him emotionally in a soft, feminine way, like a breeze he can't catch, a melody stuck in his head, not because it was loud, but because it was hauntingly beautiful. Let me tell you a short story. A woman I knew, Maya, was casually seeing someone named Daniel. They had chemistry, laughed, texted often, but she could feel him drifting, not ghosting, just losing interest. One night, during a quiet walk, he shared something vulnerable about feeling like he always had to be the strong one. Maya didn't say much. She just looked at him softly and said, "You don't always have to carry it alone. You're allowed to fall apart with me." That was it. Simple, soft, but it shattered something in him. He told her months later. That sentence played in his mind for days. It made him realize she wasn't like the others. She saw him, not just the man he performed, but the boy inside, needed space to be held. And from that moment on, he was never able to stop thinking about her. Now let's talk about the sentence. And before I say it, remember, it's not magic on its own. It's how you say it, when you say it, and what energy you hold behind it. Here it is. I don't know why, but I feel safe when I'm with you. Let that sink in. It's not dramatic, it's not seductive, it's disarming. Why? Because men are raised to believe that they must be strong, useful, respected. But being someone's safe place, that's rare. that hits differently. It doesn't flatter his ego, it anchors his soul. When you say this genuinely, you're not just admiring his strength, you're trusting his presence, and that stays with him. Here's what happens inside his mind when you say that phrase. First, there's a surprise, because he didn't expect emotional intimacy from such a simple moment. Then, there's pride. Not in a showy way, but a quiet satisfaction, like he's done something right, something meaningful. And finally, there's a connection. He associates you with the feeling of being needed, trusted, and respected, but not for his money, looks, or power, for his essence. That's powerful, because most men go their entire lives craving that kind of validation and never finding it. But you just gave it to him, softly, lovingly, unexpectedly. Another woman I worked with, Nisha, once said this sentence to a man she had just started dating. They were sitting in a car. No candles, no romantic setting, just silence. She looked over, smiled gently, and said, "I feel safe when I'm with you." His whole body shifted, like he exhaled for the first time in years. He didn't say much then, but later he confessed. That sentence broke something open in him. It made him want to protect her, cherish her, keep her close, not out of duty, but out of desire. That's the power of emotional imprinting, and it's done through simple, heartfelt language. Timing matters. Say it when he's calm, when he's doing something kind, when you're in a peaceful moment, not during drama or seduction. It could be after he helps you, when he listens without judgment, or when you're just resting in his presence. Look at him softly, let your body be relaxed, and say it gently. "I don't know why, but I just feel safe when I'm with you." Then say nothing. Let it land. Let it echo in the silence, because that's when it enters his heart. Now, if you want to learn how to say more things like this, not lines, not scripts, but real, deeply feminine expressions that touch a man's heart, there's a private guide I quietly share with women who are ready for that next step. It's not about chasing him. It's about awakening something in him that makes him crave you, even when you're not around. I'll leave the link if you feel called, but only if you're ready to become unforgettable without trying so hard. So what happens next? He might go quiet, not because he's confused, but because he's processing. Let him. You've just touched something inside him that's rarely touched. Give him space to sit with it, and over the next few days, you'll notice shifts. He might reach out more, open up about things he never used to share, or even look at you differently. Not with lust, but with longing, the kind that lingers. You don't have to be louder, prettier, sexier to live in a man's mind rent-free. You just have to speak to the part of him no one else sees, not by performing, but by being the soft place he didn't know he needed. So say it when the moment feels right. Look into his eyes and softly offer that rare truth. "I feel safe when I'm with you." And then watch how the silence after those words becomes louder than anything you've ever said. Because now he won't just think about you, he'll feel you everywhere he goes. If this spoke to something inside you, and you want more truths like this, more phrases, more power from softness, then stay with me, subscribe, or explore the path I left for you below. Because this is just the beginning. And the woman you're becoming, she doesn't chase love, she magnetizes it. You've got this, beautiful soul, and I'm right here with you. Until next time, stay soft, stay powerful, and stay unforgettable. Thank you.